Shalom, everyone. Shalom, 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 everyone. My name is YAHAWAH, and I'm coming back with another lesson. Uh, Hold on here. Trying to straighten it out, get that right. I ain't trying to put some new phone. Nah, shit. Look at that shit. Man. All them bus drivers driving all crazy and shit. Fucking my phones up, man. It's okay. Lord will bless me with another one. He said, just keep doing the work, son. So what I want to do is this fair use under the copyright statute. I already recorded the video, but what we're gonna do is I just want to do a lesson before I head out to the camp. So what I want to do is we want to go. This is where I'm at right here, and this is what I'm gonna be landing back and out to it. I'm gonna be talking about various topics from all the brothers. I'm gonna pick it back off some of their lessons. But right here, let's go to Dr. Wolf. This is a 16-minute video, and I'm gonna interject in between the 16 minutes and bring out edification. So let's just hear what he got to say. So before we start, let's do this here. Let's go to copyright statute. Let's get the copyright thing. My other phone, I was gonna do it on that phone there, but they cut the thing off, man. They fucking with me big time on that one. You double. That's okay. Copyright statute. Fair use is a legal doctrine that permits limited use of copyright material without permission from the copyright holder, primarily for purposes like criticism, commentary, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. It's a balance between the protecting the copyright owner rights and allowing public access for specific use. The doctrine is codified in Section 107 of the Copyright Act. So U.S. 17, Section 107 of the Copyright Act, fair use. There we go right there. There go all the factors. Okay, there we go. So fair use, there go my line right there. Let's get the line. Okay, so let's watch the video. So, and then I'm gonna, while I'm out on the highways and byways, I'm gonna switch over. I might just stay on this one right here for the time being. Hold on, y'all, bear with me here. Stay with me. Trying to adjust it. So keep sliding out. Okay. There we go. Trying to keep it so it won't slide out. All right, so let's watch the video, and then this is the topic for today. So let's go back. So you can watch the video, which the topic I'm gonna be on both YAHAWAH and Judah, the channels. So let's watch the video. And I got a brief video, just exclusive, just him doing the lesson on that. And I'm gonna send it when I was ready to send the video out to you all. I'm gonna send that video out first, and then we're gonna go from there. Now, look at them now. What the hell is they doing now? Look at this shit. You see what I'm saying? Look at these devils. Fucking devil. Y'all bear with me here. Hold on. I wish I had some money, man, just to go and get new stuff, man, because all these phones is about 3 years old. Come on. See, it's the devil doing this here, man. They fucking with the thing, just making it long. Hold on, y'all, bear with me here. This is too much. These devils, man, they hurt. They trying to stop us from sending a message. These goddamn devils. Come on, man. Look at this shit. Hold on, man. Y'all bear with me. Let me do this. Turn it off. And then, you know, like the brothers be sending me videos, right? They'll cut the thing off. They'll cut it off. So I'm gonna just cut it off, man. I'm trying to. Y'all sending these videos. I can't watch all the videos at once. I ain't got a chance to do my work. So let me do something, man. God damn, I ain't never. This is ridiculous. Shit, you goddamn devil. That's bullshit. I'm still debating whether I want to go to the lake or go right down there by Whole Foods and set it up and get it in. I don't know. We're gonna see, you know, how the spirit carry me, you know? I'm gonna let the spirit carry me where he want me to set up the campsite at. Okay? Yeah, and another thing is I'm not gonna be waiting and calling, begging nobody to come on and go out to the highways and byways with me, man. You know, if you ain't getting it right now, if you ain't in the spirit where say, hey man, this dude here, man, he's into it, waiting on me to call you, to beg you to go out to do the Lord's work. I'm not gonna do that, man. I'm not gonna do it. Hell no. And then, you know, a lot of these dudes gonna wait till something happens. Something got to really happen to them for them to get with the program. Okay? I'm not gonna beg nobody else to do this thing, man. Let me find Dr. Wolf. Shit. Jake been so goddamn it westernized, they don't realize that you gotta go out and do the work. And these dudes they just sitting on there, just sitting there. And that's what the Lord is mad about. They ain't taking this thing as a sense of urgency. Come on now. Now, what happened to the sound?
Testing for colon cancer with a Cologuard kit takes just minutes. Now I got the whole dang day to do whatever the heck I please. Woo! 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 Doggy!
Part of the territory. I can assure you, if Mr. Musk gave me the opportunity to go fishing in the records of Tesla, I would find that he overpaid for this screwdriver and he underreported that gas leak, and I could make a little scene with people sitting behind me in front of the cameras, shaking my head and saying, it's terrible. If only you didn't have this, then the Tesla wouldn't cost so much. This is BS. But let me show you the bigger picture of all of this. The number of civilian employees in the federal government is about 2.5 million. There's another 2.5 million in the military. So the group that he has chosen, he and Mr. Trump, to focus on to make it efficient is a group of 2.5 million civilian employees of the government. But wait a minute, that's the federal government in Washington. We have two other levels of government in the United States, which Mr. Musk either doesn't know or has chosen not to talk to us about. One of them is the 50 states, each of whom has civilian government employees. How many of them are there? Answer, 5 million. Then there's the third level of government in the United States that Elon Musk either doesn't know about or forgot to tell us. It's the people who run the cities and towns and villages of our country. You know, the mayor, the city council, all of that. When you look at who they employ, civilian employees, it's 15 million. So if you put the local and the state together, 20 million public employees. If you were really concerned about efficiency, why wouldn't you be looking at the 20 million? Answer, because we can organize the theater, because we are the government at the top. We can't do anything about the state and local. So, I mean, this has nothing to do with efficiency. Now, let me do it yet another way. I went back and I looked and I asked the question, how many federal civilian employees were there back in the 1960s and 70s? You may be surprised to learn 2.5 million, just like now. Only our population is 100 million more American citizens than there were back 50 years ago. And yet we haven't increased the federal employees. If you're servicing 100 million more people with the same number of federal employees, you know what that means? They're more efficient. That's what efficient means. They shouldn't be hunting them down. They're the least ones. That's why it's all fake. Last thing, when employers fire workers, they don't want to tell them the truth, which is, we are in the business of making money. And you're not helping us make money for whatever reason. People don't like our product. People don't like the way we designed it. People have gone on to other things. But we're not going to tell you that because that could get us into trouble saying to you, you're fired because we're not making profit. So we come up with other BS reasons. One of them is efficiency. If I had a nickel every time an employer told a lie about efficiency to a worker, I'd be a much richer person than I have become. If you really cared about efficiency, you would never fire tens of thousands of people at once. You'd have to go in and actually look at the work being done. Try to figure out, is it being done reasonably well? Could we do it with fewer people? Let's remember Elon Musk, that wonderful picture that I believe will haunt him for the rest of his life. He's standing on a podium somewhere holding a chainsaw. I'm taking a chainsaw. You know what he was doing? He was throwing tens of thousands of people out of a job, out of their income, plunging their families into distress, plunging their communities, and for what? To look tough and manly in the worst possible way. This is a fake show, and we all ought to be angry that they're presuming we are so stupid as to fall for it. At this point, I must tell you, whatever it is now, almost 3 months into his presidency, I see one blunder, one mistake after another. We are looking at a recession this year. Why? Businesses are holding back making investments. They're not hiring workers like they had planned to. They're not buying machinery like they had planned to. And why are they hesitating? Because of Mr. Trump and Mr. Musk. They don't know from one day to the next whether there'll be a tariff or won't be a tariff, tax go up, tax go down, whether we will be trading with Mexico or not, with Canada or not, with Europe or not, with China, or no businessman or woman can make a rational decision about where to locate a factory, where to buy your raw materials in a chaotic world like this. And the only people making the world look like this are Trump and Musk. All the rest of the world is reacting. They didn't start with the tariffs. China didn't. Europe didn't. Canada didn't. Mexico didn't. That was all started by Trump and Musk. Now, they may all retaliate. Many of them will, and that will hurt the United States economy. But they're retaliating to the initiative taken by Trump and Musk. And I believe the Democratic Party, weak and disorganized as it is, will make hay out of that. I think Mr. Trump is not doing himself any favor by saying that after the Congress of the United States, many, many years ago, in the late 1940s, passed a law that limited a president to 2 terms, that he wants to undo all of that, makes him look like the dictatorial, aspiring politician that his critics have suggested he is. And that's going to cost him still other people support, because who wants this? And I want to remind people, this is an old man. Really? He's already telling us what he's going to do into the 2030s? Put aside whether that makes him crazy already, but I don't think this is going to help him. And I think if he doesn't radically alter, he is looking at a decline which will be the most remarkable decline of a president. He's already the most remarkable president to get in there. He may very well show us he's the most remarkable president who got kicked out of there.
Getting the BXD and PXP with the L4 BNG from BCAPS to align with the JPKs from GDC. Dan, thoughts?
I'll lock in the L4 BNG and align it with GDC.
Sounds great.
Get access to gold and silver at cost. OXA.
President who got kicked out of there. China is an extremely successful story. This was one of the poorest countries on earth 50 years ago. Mass starvation, no basic toilets in many parts of the country, and now they are a superpower. In 40 years, they developed a modern economy that took Europeans and Americans centuries to do. And everyone in the world, left-winger, right-winger, and right in the middle, if you stop and take a look, it will blow your mind what was achieved there. And I'm not saying everything about China is wonderful. It isn't. They have their problems, we have ours. But if you want to tell a story about going from a poor person's life to a middle-income situation, then the number one story in modern history is the story of China. For each of the last 25 years, the average rate of growth of the economy of the United States, the GDP, has grown here in the United States 2.5%. And over that time, the growth of the GDP of China has been between 6 and 9%. No contest, they win. That's why China is the powerhouse that it is today. Number two, the United States over the last 15 years has tried to slow down, to challenge the Chinese. It has failed. Last year, 2024, the United States economy grew 2.8%, the Chinese economy 5%, the Indian economy 7%. These are the numbers of the International Monetary Fund. They're not partisan one way or the other. Here is the reality. They can provide health care for their people, and they do. They can provide free or subsidized higher education for their people, and they do. Let me remind folks, my family is French. In France, the law says when you finished your high school or you finished college and you go into the labor force, your employer must give you 5 weeks of paid vacation every year. Most Americans never get 5 weeks of paid vacation after 10, 20, 30 years of working someplace. Higher education in France is free. You have to pay for your room and board, but you don't pay tuition and fees. My relatives don't have college debt when they finish college because it wasn't necessary. And they have a health insurance from the day you're born to the day you die. You get injured, you get sick, you go to the health clinics, you get taken care of. Health care is just as good as here. It costs you nothing. That's the way it works. So what the United States working class is going to be doing in the years to come, they're going to figure out. This isn't publicized. Many people people don't know what you have learned, what I just said. And that's a criticism of our media, who keep a lot from our people. And by the way, it's true in Germany, it's true in Italy, it's true in Scandinavia, it's true everywhere. For example, Europe also doesn't have the death penalty. Nobody is electrocuted. Nobody has a firing squad, which we had a couple of weeks ago. They don't believe in killing people. They don't think it's right. We outdo each other. One state, Texas, California, Florida, they're not killing people. It's extraordinary what the differences are. We ought to learn about it. The Chinese have the most modern radio and television in the world. The best electric car in the world is not the Tesla, the BYD Corporation. They make the best electric cars and trucks in the world at the cheapest price in the world. These cars are all over Asia, Africa, Latin America, and Europe, but you won't find them here at all. And why not? Because Mr. Trump put a tariff of 27% when he was president, and Mr. Biden raised it to 100%, which means that if you want a $30,000 electric car, the best, you could get that from China. But when it comes into the United States and you've paid out your 30 grand to get the car, you've got to give 100% of that, another 30 grand, to Uncle Sam for the tariff. So the total cost of the car will be $60,000, and Americans aren't buying it because they can get electric cars not as good for 40 and 50 grand from Ford and GM. That may be good for Ford and General Motors, but it's bad for the rest of us. That is what China is now able to do. Look, let me be blunt with you. Either we come to terms with China and figure out how to live together on this planet, or we're heading into a confrontation. And if we have a confrontation, remember two things. Number one, China's closest ally is Russia. And between them, they have more nuclear weapons than the United States has. The second thing to know is that China, India, Russia, South Africa, and Brazil are part of something called the BRICS. And if you add up all the people in the BRICS, because there are other countries that have joined them, it's over 50% of the people on this planet that we all live on. The United States' population is 4.5% of the people. You really want to go to war? Think about it. Wouldn't it be better to sit down and say, okay, we can live and let live, let's work out a plan. You know, when the United States was a little colony of Britain back in the 18th century, we fought two wars to break away from Britain. The War of Independence in 1774, and then another war in 1812. Took two wars to teach the British, don't you think you can hold us back? You better work out a livable deal with us on this planet. And we did. And there were no more wars between Britain and the United States, even though we became the big one and they became the little one, reversing the way it had been. We can do the same with China, and we better. We have a society that is unable to do something that all societies ought to do.
Style and substance in the GMC Sierra.
Do something that all societies ought to do, namely, provide to every young man or woman coming out of the education system we have with an employment that benefits society by utilizing what they are good at, what they study, what they learn, what skills they accumulated along the way. It is the height of self-destructive stupidity not to do that. To say to you, hey, go out there and look for a job, and, you know, if you don't find one, look someplace else. You know, we never do the military that way. We don't say, here's a gun, go find a place to shoot it from, because that would be real stupid. We set up a system. We draw people in. Sometimes we draft them, and then we train them, and we house them, and we put them in a place where whatever skill we have found in them can be useful to the military effort. Well, if that's worth it for the military, and we hope never to fight war, why aren't we doing that for the civilian? Who needs it? This system has a good place for everyone ready, willing, and able to work. For those of you that have spent some time studying so you can be more productive than you could have been without the study, well, it's the society's job to get you in a place where you can contribute what you know how to do and earn a decent income and live a life. So I have to give you this bad news. We live in a society that is in deep trouble but wants to pretend that it isn't. I got into a cab the other day. I started talking with the person and I said, you know a lot about economics. He said, yeah, I have a master's degree in economics. I said, what are you doing driving a cab? Well, it's the only job I could get. Nothing against cab drivers. But this is a person who would have liked to do something else. That this country needs to be doing something else, but there's no way to get it done. That's a social problem. We need people to change the society so this doesn't keep happening to millions of good young people. That is something that is costing this society and something we all ought to know about and deal with.
Med Spa owners, you want to learn how you can save big on legal costs this year? I'm healthcare attorney David Holt, and I've actually developed a program designed to focus more on compliance and growth in order to keep your legal costs down and your revenue up. So I call it the Healthcare General Legal Counsel Program. And effectively what it is it's an entrepreneurial way to have you pay.
Okay. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Oh, y'all bear with me here. Yeah, Shalom. I'm back, y'all, with the lesson. Let's go and do this thing. Let's go out here. Let's go set this camp up somewhere and sling this sword for the Lord. All right, so what we seeing is, I want to read this, matter of fact, y'all bear with me. I'm gonna have to, I forgot I should have pulled that on. So what we seeing is here, like Dr. Whoop said, man, this place is done. So what I'm seeing here is a bad case of colonial denialism, okay? And this is what we seeing going on right now, you know? Remember that word, colonial denialism. This devil here, look at him. Straight demons, look at them. What they going at? Polices, man. Might be ICE agent. You see? Tell they up to no motherfucking good. You know, they hate when the men of the Lord come out here and bring out this truth, right? So they cut my grass over there, y'all. So y'all gonna see me over there. I might just go over there tomorrow and start going over there and prophesying, right? You see they cut the grass, okay? That's beautiful. So I can go over there, I'm gonna set up shop over there tomorrow. If it's the Lord's will, I'm gonna go set my camera up. If it's the Lord's will tomorrow. Bring out some more edification, you know? But yeah, hold on, let me do this real quick. Let me pull out my my tablet. Hold on, bear with me. All right, yeah. Get back. Yes, sir. You know, all right. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Big people that come out and go out and serve the Lord. I'm not gonna do it. Fuck that. Especially old men, man, the older guys. They should want to be willingly come out here and serve the Lord, man. But you know, Jake ad don't wait. Ah, damn, they go to the bus right there. Shit, let me go back. They go to the bus right there. Shit. Damn, pull it right up on me, boy. Oh yeah, I got him. Go right there. So Jake ad, they wanna wait till the last minute to do something, man. Man, hey, this gate of repentance, door of repentance about closing. You know, a lot of these people, man, they've been taught a slave plantation doctrine. You know, they think the Lord is sleeping with them, not knowing, man, the Lord is not with them, man. The Lord is finna get ready to destroy them. You see? The Lord is finna destroy these dudes, man. You see? They go set this. You know? Here it is, man. I don't know how I'm gonna throw it. I ain't got no gun. I just got my mouth and the Lord. But yet, show you how wicked these people is, man. They so indoctrinated, man, believing in these false rights. And the Lord's ready to destroy these people, man. Okay, so y'all bear with me. I'm just trying to get on this bus here. Stop his ass. Right here, man, stop. Stop, bus. You see? Yeah. Get on here. You see? Man, about to pop out of here on me. Excuse me, brother. Yeah, so, man, I better put that rubber band on it because like you want to slide on down on it. You see? Shit out of the way. Okay. A lot of people, man, you got to beg them to come out here and serve the Lord. I'm not gonna do it no more. You know, the Lord is extending his arm to these people. They wait till the last minute. Cause you put your name to get connected with me for hold on, y'all, bear with me. So let's go into this thing, man. Get to set that up. Okay. Y'all bear with me. I'm sliding out. Yeah.